Praise Yah, YAHAWASHI, creator of the heavens and earth and everything in it, the self-sustaining one, the Holy One of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright, as simple as that. What I'm going to do, y'all willing, I'm going to just basically show the contradiction once again between the New Testament and the Old Testament. Okay? Simple as that. Now, in the New Testament, they preach that you're no longer up under the law of the old, which is the Old Testament, so-called Old Testament. The law that was given to Moses by Yah, all right, and the Hebrew Israelites, okay, which consists of the 10 Commandments, all right, and all the other laws, stipulations, decrees that we were given, okay, while we possessed the land. Simple as that, all right. But the main law, which is the 10 Commandments, Jesus said you're no longer up under the law of righteousness, all right? And so what I'll do to prove that, I'll go into Galatians, let's see here. I'm going to go into Galatians, let's see, chapter 3, verse 19, purpose of the law, okay? Because it said it right here, and I'll start at verse 23. But before faith came, we were kept under guard by the law, kept for the faith which would afterward be revealed. Therefore the law was our tutor to bring us to Christ, that we might be justified by faith. Okay? Well, in the Old Testament, we're justified by the law. Okay? And the law is our righteousness. Okay? Because as it said right here in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25, and if we are careful to obey all this law before Yah our God, as he has commanded us, that will be our righteousness. Okay? So, once again, contradiction. The Old Testament teaches us that the law of Yah is our righteousness. Okay? The New Testament teaches that Jesus Christ, having faith in Jesus Christ, is your righteousness. No longer is the law of the old your righteousness. Alright? That's what the New Testament teaches. But we still are up under the law. The law brings us righteousness. And as it was said here, therefore the law was our tutor to bring us to Christ, that is wrong too. That is a contradiction. Alright? Contradiction. The law in the Old Testament, the law that Yah gave to Moses and the Hebrew Israelites, was to bring us to Yah, to have us walk in his ways, his decrees, Yah alone. That was our righteousness, okay? Now it said, but after faith has come, we are no longer up under a tutor. Well, the tutor was the law. So what this is saying is, when faith has come, faith was Jesus Christ, you're no longer up under the law. Well, this is another contradiction, okay? Because Yah said we must teach this law to our children. And their children must teach their children. And their children must teach their children. Okay, this must go on from generation to generation forever. As simple as that. So therefore you must always keep the law. Alright? As it is today. And forever. You must keep this law. But Jesus said, you don't have to keep the law. But by faith in Jesus Christ, okay, justifies your righteousness. No. What justifies your righteousness is following the laws and commandments of Yah. As simple as that. So now I have a question for you Christian believers. Alright? If you don't follow the law of righteousness, which is the 10 Commandments, the law that was given to Moses and the Hebrew Israelites, then you don't follow the 10 Commandments. As simple as that. Because Jesus said when he came, alright, the law was done away with. As simple as that. So I shouldn't hear no Christians out there talking about they keep the 10 Commandments. Okay? Now let's go to the 10 Commandments and let's see what the 10 Commandments say. Alright? Because I don't think a lot of people know it. So I'm going to go to the first commandment. I'm not going to read all of them. I just want to deal with the first one. Okay? I am Yah, thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water beneath the earth. Okay? So the first commandment is, I am Yah, thy God, who brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. That's the first commandment, man. Jesus did not bring us out of Egypt, out of the land of bondage. It wasn't Jesus who performed the miraculous signs and wonders to Pharaoh and the Egyptians and the Hebrew Israelites, okay? That was Yah. This is the first commandment. No wonder why when you get into New Testament, they teach you're not up under the law. Because the first law is, you shall follow the God who brought you up out of Egypt. Man, that's self-explanatory. Jesus didn't bring us up out of Egypt. Yah did. YAHAWASHI, the creator of the heavens and earth and everything in it. He is Israel's only redeemer. He is Israel's only savior. He is our rear guard. He is our mountain. He is our refuge. He is our rock. And this goes for anyone who wants to turn to his laws and commandments. This is for Yah righteousness, Jerusalem, and the Holy See. Yah bless.